I would share with you some of the adhesives that I like to use, and I'm going to start off with dry adhesives. My all-time favorite is my ATG. This tape gun is from the tapedepot.com. They also have an eBay store, and you might want to compare prices. And I really like it. Compared to like a glue runner, this is way better for the price. So if you want to use a lot of dry adhesive, I would recommend getting an ATG. So this is my all-time favorite. I use this on all sorts of things, and it is very strong. And I also buy the Tape Depot's refills, and they come like this in like all sorts of different amounts of packs. I've used the 3M, and it's good too, but this is a way better buy. So there's that. And I do like having a glue runner around. This is an AdTech glue runner. I've taken the sticker off. I don't use it a whole lot, but I do use it a lot for making cards, so I do keep one around. So there's that. There's lots of different brands out there though, so I mean, you just gotta experiment. I really like the permanent kind that's a full stripe, that's solid, I guess. I don't like the dot kind, and I also like the removable kind as well. So there's that. And I have a whole bunch of these rolls of tape, and they were quite a bit bigger. This is double-sided tape, and I bought it from an eBay seller. I think it was Lace Haven. I don't think that she sells that stuff anymore, but bought a huge lot of it, and it works really nice, and it was inexpensive for how much I got. So I really like that. I also really like the score tape. I don't like the red liner tape. It's very humid in my area, and it just doesn't stick very well. It'll stick for a while, but it always comes undone. I don't like it. So the score tape works better for my climate area, I guess. So there's that. And I also have these Scotch double-sided adhesive. This is the removable kind and the permanent kind. And I like these. They're handy to have around. I don't use them probably as often as I thought I would, I guess, or as I used to, but they are really nice to have around. So I have those. And glue dots. Glue dots, I never thought I would use glue dots. I got them for Christmas one year, and I said, whoa, I like those. And there's all sorts of different brands. I just happen to have some Elmer's Craft Bond, and this is the medium kind. They have all sorts of different sizes and thicknesses, and they're just really nice for adding small embellishments and flowers and just all sorts of different things. And so I like to keep those around. And dimensional adhesive or tape or whatever, I don't use that often. But when I do, I usually use quite a bit of it because I don't want it to snag and pull up or, get squished in the middle or something. But I like this Scotch foam tape. That is what I like. It's, of course, acid-free. And I usually buy 2 rolls when I buy this, but it lasts me months because I really don't use it that much. But that's what I keep around. And I also really like my hot glue gun. And I use this a lot for making flowers and stuff. And I like it because it's usually pretty quick. It's not like a liquid adhesive that you have to wait for. And so I just really like that. And I really like dry adhesives because it doesn't warp the cardstock opposed to liquid adhesives. So these are my choices of things that I like to keep around. And now I'll talk to you about liquid adhesive. Since I'm talking about adhesives, I thought I would tell you that this Goo Gone is really, really good for cleaning up those sticky messes. It says removes grease, stickers, tar, gum, crayon, and tape. And this is just really nice. It cleans up so many different things. And it's kind of citrusy, but I really like this, and I bought this bottle at Hobby Lobby by all sorts of different places, and I hope you give it a try. I thought I'd talk to you now about liquid adhesives. I don't have a lot of different kinds here. There are a lot I've tried that I just don't have right now, but I thought I would share with you and kind of talk to you about different kinds. So this Elmer's Craft Bond multi-purpose spray adhesive. It's an 11-ounce bottle. You buy it at Walmart. I think it's $6. And this is really nice if you're doing lightweight stuff, like with cardstock and stuff, not chipboard, and like intricate stuff, rather than going through and trying to neatly apply adhesive all the way through. You could just put it in a box and spray it. And you want to use this in a well-ventilated area. But this is really nice. And it can be temporary or permanent. So if it's permanent, you lay it down right after you spray it. Temporary, you just let it sit for a few minutes after you spray it and then use it. And this has a really strong hold. Krylon also makes some spray adhesive, and I think there's some other brands, but I really like this. And there's this Aleene's original tacky glue. It's all-purpose, and this is an 8-ounce bottle. You can buy it for like $3 tops. It's very inexpensive. It's really, really thick glue, and it works really well for adhering chipboard, thicker items. It's really strong, and you can use it with fabric and, you know, cardstock, just all sorts of things. It's a nice roundabout glue. I also like, they have a quick dry version that's nice, and they have some other different kinds. I also like the Scotch quick dry is nice, and also the zip dry. And zip dry is clear. And glossy accents. Some people like to use this as a glue because it's clear. I have used it as a glue. A lot of times I use it when like I tie a bow or something and I have the ends of the ribbon. I'll use this on there to keep it from fraying. And I mostly just use it as an accent because it's dimensional and it just looks pretty. If you want a clear adhesive, I would recommend Zip Dry. It's a strong adhesive and it dries clear. And I also like the Zig two-way glue pins. And they're two-way glue because it's either permanent when you very first put it down, and it's still blue, you put it down and it's permanent, and then when it dries and the glue becomes clear, it becomes temporary adhesive. So I have two of them here. I have the fine tip and then the chisel tip, and there's some other different ones that are really big. But these are nice for smaller items. And I also like, this is just a cheap glue stick. And I've tried lots of different kinds of glue sticks. Scotch and just Elmer's and just all sorts of different kinds. And I really don't like the purple kind. This is white. Or the blue kind. I don't like the blue kind either. But I bought this in a pack of 12 for $2 at Hobby Lobby. So it's inexpensive, and it has a very smooth application. So for glue sticks, this is my pick. And I just have a small tube here, but it's the sampler kind. It's diamond glaze. Now this is also basically the same sort of stuff as glossy accents. It's about the same price. It might be a little bit cheaper depending on where you get it. And you can buy it in bigger bottles than the glossy accents. And you can also use this as a glue and as an accent that's dimensional. And I like this stuff as well. I'm currently out, so I just have my little sampler piece here. and Mod Podge and Decoupage. Mod Podge has a few different kinds, like glitter, matte, glossy, and for my area, it's kind of humid. So Mod Podge, if you use it as a finish, it isn't completely set up. It kind of has a tackiness. And this is the first one I ever tried. And so I don't use it as a finish. I mean, you can. I just use it mostly as a glue, just to kind of use it up. But Decoupage is, they're this Royal Coat Deco Finish. That's what it is. By Plaid. This is my favorite. And this is also made by Plaid, the Mod Podge. But I like this. In my area, it sets up nicely. It's not tacky, so it should work, you know, in drier areas as well. But I really like this as a glue and as a finish. And for some projects, these two products are not acid-free. But I like this quick grip, and also like to use the original super glue. For some things, I don't use them very often, but I do have them around. And there's also like the E6000 or something that's comparable to this, and that's really strong adhesive. And I think that's it for wet adhesives. If you have any questions, please let me know.